dream. And ooh, I love you.
Hell yeah. I hear you.
I was just thinking about something.
Talk to me, Daddy.
With the Buccaneers, there's a lot of nobody knows what's going to be happening at quarterback.
A lot of uncertainty.
Yeah, at this moment, Aaron Murray is Tampa Bay's quarterback, period. He's the guy. He is the quarterback that this city can get behind. He's committed to us, and we need to be committed to him.
He's not just Tampa Bay's quarterback now. He's been Tampa Bay's quarterback for decades.
That's the thing. Reading about this guy, he is a Tampa Bay legend.
12 years ago, the Plant High Panthers lost a tough one on opening day. And I imagine that was a real rough loss. In fact, let's find out just how rough from the quarterback of that team and the XFL Tampa Bay Vipers, Aaron Murray. What's up, Aaron? How are you?
You got to bring up the old Armwood loss to start it off, I see.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was Armwood, but I did see that you guys lost as planned. I imagine the expectations that season, as they are every season, were sky high. Talk to me about the mood in that locker room afterwards.
Well, so actually we went on to win the rest of our games to win the state championship that season. So hopefully we don't have to worry about in this new XFL league with the Vipers that we start off slow and then have to win the rest to win it all. We expect to come out there hot, but things happen. It's football, and those guys on the other side, especially going back to high school, it was kind of the teams. I still think they're kind of up there. I know Clanton had a not as great season this year, and then Coach Wieners moved on to Toledo to be a QB coach, but back when I was in school, I feel like an old man now saying this, but it was us and Armwood just back and forth. We won a state championship my sophomore year. They were pretty good my junior year. We were both pretty good. And then senior year, we lost to them that opening game and then beat them actually in the third round of the playoffs on our way to a state championship a few weeks later. So it was a fun year, a good way to go out there at the Plant Panther.
I imagine it was. And then, your high school career is illustrious. You're playing for a great school. According to my sources, you get 53 scholarship offers. What was your mindset at the time to be so sought after? And had you always targeted kind of the Southeast, or were you open to going someplace else?
It was mostly the Southeast. I must say the one team or one school that almost got me was UCLA. I went out there, and Rick Neuheisel was the head coach. He's actually kind of funny because he is one of my co-hosts with CBS. I've done some games with him and some studio work. So he always blames the fact that he got retired for the fact that I did not commit to him at UCLA. But I went out there and absolutely loved it. I remember he picked me up, myself and my dad up. We went on the trip together. We went to the Rose Bowl, which is an incredible stadium. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. The Granddaddy Mall. And had a great time around campus. It's gorgeous. It's right there in Beverly Hills. So I'm like, holy smokes. I'm drinking the LA Kool-Aid. I looked at my dad on our flight back to Tampa. I said, I'm as soon as we land, I think I'm going to call Coach Neuheisel and commit to UCLA. And he said, I'm just going to let you know, if you commit to UCLA, your mom and I and your brother and sister, we could maybe make half your games. We just can't fly out to the West Coast every single week during fall. And then we have a really close-knit family, so I was like, all right, well, thanks for ruining that for me, Dad. I guess I'll stick to the Southeast. And knew I wanted to be SEC, knew I wanted to be somewhat close to home, so it came down to Florida and Georgia for me in my top two. And, Florida at the time had Tebow, Brantley, Cam Newton. So I was like, damn, that's a kind of a stacked quarterback room. Maybe I'll go somewhere where there's not 20 other guys in front of me that I got to kind of beat out. So went to Georgia. It was a great career. Had a lot of fun. Some great coaching, and wouldn't change anything for the world for that.
Sure. We're speaking with Aaron Murray, the quarterback for the Tampa Bay Vipers. Let's fast forward then to you're doing some analyst work, right? And then I'm sure you start to hear about the brand new XFL. Talk to me about your road to the Tampa Bay Vipers, like when it started, when it was presented to you, when you really started thinking about it, and when it became a definite that you were going to do it.
Yeah, it kind of got presented to me, I want to say last maybe August or September, just as the college football season was going. So I'm working with CBS. It was my third season doing color commentary up in the booth for college football games. And I actually remember Coach Rick, my former head coach at UGA, gave me a call and said, hey, this guy named Mark Trestman, I don't know if you've heard of him. I'm like, yeah, of course I've heard of Coach Trestman. He's like, well, he gave me a call and wanted to know your interest level and playing in this XFL league that's coming out in the spring, what your thoughts were. And I was like, nah, not really interested. I'm kind of loving my gig doing football, and, I love playing golf all spring. So, fast forward another month, another former coach of mine gave me a call and said, hey, this guy named Coach Trestman called. You want to know your interest level? I was like, maybe I should just get on the phone with him and talk to him. So I got connected with Coach Trestman, and we had a long conversation. I talked with the offensive coordinator and quarterback coach, and just really broke down the opportunity to play in this XFL league, to learn under a guy like Coach Trestman, where I've seen what he's done to guys like Joe Flacco when he was there in Baltimore, what Jay Cutler's numbers were when he was the head coach there in Chicago, how those improved. I was like, man, I'll give up the golf for the spring. It won't affect my job with CBS. It sounds great to go back to Tampa and be home, be close to family and friends, and play in Raymond James Stadium. So that was pretty awesome.
It is pretty awesome. We're speaking with Aaron Murray, quarterback for your Tampa Bay Vipers. By the way, the XFL kicks off this weekend. Vipers in action against the New York Guardians this Sunday at 2 p.m. John Senning?
Aaron, can you kind of break down what it's like getting with a new team? And I would imagine any training camp, you're learning so much about the system. But here, you're learning new rules and kind of a totally different way to play the game. How much of the the training camp has been about learning the rules of the game rather than learning what you'd normally learn and coming together as a team?
Well, the good thing for the offense and defense, there's not a lot of changes. I mean, some of the new things that affect us on an offense is the fact that there's a 25-second shot clock or play clock. So you look at the NFL and college football, it's 40 seconds. So for us, things are just going to be a little bit faster. But another good thing is the fact that you look at the NFL game, only the quarterback has the headpiece in his helmet, being able to communicate, or the coach is communicating with him. But in this league, all skilled players will have a headpiece. So you're going to see a lot of up-tempo offenses, because you really don't have to huddle. Every receiver, every running back, every tight end is going to be able to hear the call directly from the coaches, and then get lined up and be able to execute the play. So it's going to be a little bit more up-tempo because you lose that 15 seconds on the play clock. And then the clock doesn't stop. Besides under 2 minutes in the half and at the end of the game, it's a running clock. So the game's going to go fly by. But other than that, I mean, you do have the double pass, which everyone's really interested to discuss and talk about. I think you're going to see a bunch of those throughout the season. But other than that, it's just football. Defense can do whatever they want to do, from blitzes and coverages and fronts and all that good stuff. And we can do whatever we want offensively with, like I said, the addition of the double pass. So it's going to be a lot of fun. The big thing for training camp for us really was less, I guess, maybe focus on that and more focus on just the timing and building that trust and chemistry, especially with myself and the receivers and tight ends, and understanding what I'm looking for certain coverages and route concepts, and how they view it, and making sure we're on the same page come week 1 versus New York on Sunday.
Aaron, isn't it crazy about the quarterback position, how you got a certain handful of really elite ones in the NFL, and then a lot of guys like yourself, you get signed to a team, you get released, you get signed to a practice squad, you get released. A guy like Tom freaking Brady goes in the 6th or 7th round from Michigan and only really gets playing time because Drew Bledsoe goes down with an injury. He gets his chance to shine, and before you know it, the guy's 80 years old and he's still playing in the NFL. You're a guy, I think, who, given that chance to display your skill set, could have had the same path. Is this something you're looking at as an opportunity to finally go, look, all eyes on this guy right here, apologies to Tupac, but this is my chance to show everybody what I've got and really air it out?
I think that's the goal for most of the guys in this league. You just don't know what their past was. I mean, we have guys on each team that, might have been undrafted because they went to a small school, or maybe they got hurt their senior year or got hurt early on in their career in the NFL and just never were able to bounce back or really stick onto a team. And you just never know the circumstance. And that's what the great thing about this league is. It gives guys an opportunity that, might have been sitting on the couch telling their friends, man, if only I had an opportunity, Well, this league is providing that opportunity, which is awesome. I mean, Oliver Luck has done a great job of really organizing everything. He is director of the XFL, along with Vince, obviously running the show and kind of doing the financing of it, but really providing a great atmosphere, a great environment when it comes to tremendous coaches. The facilities are tremendous. we're playing, and majority of the stadiums are NFL stadiums. I mean, we're at MetLife week 1, we're at Century League week 2 in Seattle, and then we have to play our home games at Raymond James Stadium. So all the things that you want as a player are there. And on top of that, every game is going to be on Fox, ABC, and ESPN on prime time on Saturday and Sunday. So everyone who wants football all year long, the people that are missing football, they can tune on any channel. You can have satellite, or you can have old school TV, whatever it is. You're going to be able to get these games right there live every single weekend. So as a player, you got to take advantage of that. You got to go out there and do your thing. And for me, I mean, I love my gig with CBS. I'm very fortunate to have that job and really enjoying it. And I'd have to really reevaluate at the end of the season if things go well and what I want to do. But that's a long way away. We get of great football.
Oh, no.
Right on. You get tickets at XFL.com to see the home opener is Saturday, February 22nd against the Houston Roughnecks. We are speaking with Tampa Bay Vipers quarterback Aaron Murray. John?
Aaron, like I said, you are, Tampa Bay's quarterback right now. And just to get a look at the man himself, 2-part question. What's your go-to favorite music to listen to? And secondly, what is your favorite junk food?
Favorite junk food. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Ben and Jerry's fish food.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to? You're talking to radio guys, man. Come on, dude. The little caramel chocolate fishies.
Yeah, there's like marshmallows in there too, right?
Yeah, the fish, the marshmallow swirl in there too. And that's where it's at. I'm more of a, old indie kind of guy. So like Mount Joy, local natives. I don't know if you guys heard of them.
Oh, wow.
We might have found our soulmate. And related to the fish food, I saw, John, didn't you say this week that the XFL does not test for marijuana?
I did read that, yeah.
I mean, not that the two go hand in hand in our world or anything, Aaron, but I think that gives you a little
not at all.
glimpse into our psyche. Well, listen, you seem like a hell of a guy, man. I'm really looking forward to watching you in action. I know we're hosting a watch party at, I think we're allowed to say, we're hosting a watch party at Irish 31 this Sunday, an hour before the game starts. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in action, and I hope that we can continue to touch base throughout the season, man. You're a good dude, a local guy, and it's really nice to have Tampa Bay's quarterback. That's how I'd like you to start introducing yourself to people. Tampa Bay's quarterback right here on our show, man.
Well, hopefully we just keep it going. It should be a fun weekend. So appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Take it easy. Thank you very much. Yeah, I just figured he was driving, so to ask him to pick up, like you could, it's
he
illegal
was,
now.
yeah. I mean, we don't want to we can't get our quarterback thrown in jail, day before the home opener, or not the home opener, season opener.
Right, and 2 days before because it's Sunday. 727-579-1025 and 800-771-1025. What a cool dude.
Yeah, very, very cool. And that is going to be the other thing when you talk about filling the hole of football. There are games on Saturdays and Sundays.
Right.
So some of them are on Sunday, some of them are on Saturday. But even if you're not watching the Vipers, you'll still have football to turn on your TV on a Saturday.
I'm looking forward to familiarizing myself with this game a lot more. I would like to start a fantasy football league for the XFL. I'd like to take that burden on myself.
Right, like for this season?
Yeah.
Okay. It starts tomorrow.
Right. So we need to have a draft tonight.
Okay. I don't know that I'm available.
Well, I mean, I don't even know that. Well, yeah, but I don't even know that there are interfaces that you can use to like.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're gonna have to do this all just
myself.
Beta. It's gonna be on a chalkboard and papers.
That's how we used to do fantasy baseball and football back in the day. It was like roto baseball. You'd literally keep track of all the stats by looking in the paper and scoring that way.
I think they may be doing this.
Hold the phone. XFL fantasy.
There's got to be somebody creating something.
Oh, Darren Murray with his shirt off. That's not my fantasy.
It's mine.
All right, here we go. Fantasy football. Yeah, no, I think you can do it through Yahoo. Huh. All right. I'm on board. Yep, there sure is. I'm going to get it started right now. You guys want in?
I want in.
Are you sure? It's a thing?
I'm looking at it right now,
okay.
XFL.
Yeah, I'm in. So draft tonight or tomorrow morning, or how's that work?
I'd like a nice draft tomorrow morning, like a nice.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, sit down with a cup of coffee and
cup of Joe.
Yeah.
What about just the three of us being like, or we'll get Joey Flash too. Like, we can refuse it. Just the four of us being, because that way we all get good players.
Yeah, and it makes sense too because the season's a bit shorter. And I'm in.
All right, perfect. And we got to come up with wagers and all that good stuff too.